Hello, and welcome to the Trench Mob Show. We are the best recruiting show in the nation for linemen and anyone else we decide to show. We have the largest audience. We have the best coaches from the Trench Mob down in Decatur, Georgia, who work with offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments all across the nation. They were undefeated this past season. They also do college showcase camps. And I'm proud to say that every camp they attended, a member of the Trench Mob was offered a scholarship. And right now they are in their season, and Trench Mob members are completely dominating. So again, if you want to work with the best, you can go to battleofthetrenches.com. And I know Julius has a Wednesday program that is new. You can go to his website, juliuswilliams.com, and sign up for his Wednesday program where he's working with kids and introducing the group, the best offensive line coach we have in the state of Georgia, Coach Jordan.
What is up?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Trying to be like you when I grow up.
Trying to be like me. And we have the wise sage of the Trench Mob. He's keeping it real, and he provides great advice. And he's got 2 Super Bowl rings, Mr. Anthony Smith. And we have Stars MP Athletics. Pleasure to have you, sir. Where are you located from exactly?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you? Did you say you're in?
That's why.
Are you in Ohio?
No.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
I'm in the Mecca. I am in the Mecca, South Florida.
Oh, that's right. You said St. Thomas Aquinas. That's right. You wanted to give a shout out to your boy.
Yeah. Chase Goodrich. He got an interception today. He ran it probably about 50, 60 yards today. Interception.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, they were playing over there in Europe against the NFL Europe team. They went over there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. First, I don't know if I'm assuming it's the first high school team to go over and play in another country. So they went over there and played with the NFL Europe team, and they lost. I apologize. They won by 3. So kudos to them. Also, I want to give kudos to Miami Northwestern. They're doing good as well down here. Miami South Ridge. I got some young bulls over there, some big young bulls, O-line and D-line. They're undefeated down here. We got some dogs. We got some dogs down here in the Mecca. We catching up with the linemen, especially the offensive line, but we're doing some things down here in the Mecca.
That is the Mecca for sure. How is IMG Academy doing?
They're okay. They're not like how they used to be.
That's what I heard. I heard they're not like they used to be. They've dropped off a little bit.
They dropped off a little bit, but they're still up there. All those guys, top priority guys. Across the board. With their A team, all those guys have 20 plus offers on every position. So
right,
that's in Central Florida. That's a Central Florida. But down here, West Palm Beach down. That's kind of where that's my home base. That I train O-line and D-line.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, also got some other guys that's going to be helping out this year. The Trench Mob, they do a fantastic job in Atlanta, Georgia. Period. Just that whole team concept. And I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the individuals. Coach Ant, Coach Jordan. Got a bunch of other people that
they got
make it do what they do. So I applaud them for what they've been doing, and we're gonna keep this coalition going. You know, it's been growing.
Yes.
It's been growing. You know, a lot of
We
the business
needed
been
to.
reaching out. I mean, we ain't got no choice. You know, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. No, listen, I'm all for it. I think it's great. I'm a former lineman, and I'm in upstate New York, and you know we don't have anything close to this, a 5v5. So we're looking to talk with you guys and join the coalition and get a 5v5 group started once the season ends, because everyone does 7-on-7 in flag, and I think this is such a great opportunity to help kids. Help kids get recruited. And I've seen film of these guys where their kids get offered based off their 5v5 films, which I think is cool as shit.
Right.
All
you handle the board, with our guys. I apologize.
No, I just want to know if you handled recruiting as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, they call me the OG of the group. You know, a lot. You know, I mean, every college coach in the nation call me. And like I said, it's all about helping our guys get exposure. So, not only my guys. I mean, we all help each other out. You know, we family. You know.
I know you guys do.
You know, we're doing our competition. You know, we in it, but we don't know. We big time family, like big time family. We help each other out on all genres. So, if I get a college coach that need, a guy that needs some assistance up there, same thing, vice versa. Yeah. So as far as to answer your question, yes, I handle recruitment.
You do that too. Okay.
From the east to west, north to south, mid to west, you name it.
So,
yes.
do you have a website or a way to contact you? Because I'll make sure to put it in the show notes for people, anyone interested in being part of your program or working with you as for recruiting.
Absolutely. You can look me up on Instagram, Stars Mentor Program, all lowercase.
Yep.
So you look me up on Instagram. I also have a website as well, starsmpa.com.
All right. I'll put that
also
in.
on Twitter.
So they can message you on Twitter, Instagram, or go to your website. Beautiful.
Correct. And if you go to the website, they'll see the prompts up there. You can just click the Twitter link or the Instagram link. I'm really, really, really active on Instagram.
Right. Most people are now. Instagram's taking over.
Right. But I can be at all platforms.
So Coach Smith and Coach Jordan, I'll ask you because this question came in a couple times. How important is it for these kids to have a social media presence? I mean, is it the best way to put their films up and interact with coaches, or is it better just to, put a film up on YouTube and send them a link? That's what some parents are asking because I guess some of them are trying to limit social media access because they think it does more harm than good. But
for me as a guy that handles recruiting like Coach O, it's 100% important that you have a social media handle, mostly a Twitter.
Right. You have to be active on it.
You do have some coaches that are incognito. They might have an Instagram, may have a TikTok here and there, but it is 100% important that you have at least a Twitter. You have your name, weight, name of the school, GPA, and have your huddle film, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it needs work.
Oh, I'm sorry, huddle, right? Not YouTube.
You keep it on your profile. Like it's the biggest thing now. Like most coaches don't even look at YouTube these days unless they're looking at full games. So most coaches, they just, hey, follow me on X, because that's what kids are doing when they go to camps. I mean, they do it with Coach O, they do it with Coach Ant. As soon as they go to a camp, hey, Coach, follow me on Twitter. Hey, Coach, follow me on Instagram. And they look at your highlight tape, look at some stuff, make sure some stuff that ain't supposed to be on there. Remember, you're a football player, so you don't want to act like you one of these YNs out here. So you want to be smart about what you're doing, delete all the BS that you got. But to answer that question, not to be long-winded, but I think every coach in here can agree it is 100% important to have social media in today's era.
Yeah, Coach Smith, I just wonder, and some of the parents wonder about monitoring their Twitter or Instagram and, making sure they're not posting anything that can hurt them. But if they use just a specific page for football, for recruiting, for coaches, they were asking if they should have their kids should have a different page for personal and a different page for recruiting. Do you think that's necessary, or if they should just manage one page? You're on mute. I'm sorry.
You're on mute.
Oh, my bad. There you go. No, I think one page is sufficient because it keeps coaches from having to go to 5 and 6 different places. 2, it also allows them to see your personality outside of football. A lot of coaches, because football is a big part of our life, but it's not the only part of our life. So, coaches like to see what kind of character do you have outside of football when you're off the field. Are you going to be a guy to represent, the community, your family, the team, the organization, everyone involved? Are you going to be a guy that represents us in the right way, or are you going to be a jerk and, put everybody, under a microscope and have to deal with a whole bunch of BS?
Exactly.
Yes, monitor your child's page. I mean, especially if you have a child that isn't very conscious of making the right decisions. You definitely want to monitor their page. But if you have a kid who's well-mannered and you raise them right and they make the right decisions and they get compliments all the time on and off the field, then you don't have to worry about it. Just they know what to put out there, and they know the right stuff to put up there. So,
yeah.
And let me add a little bit to that.
Please
point.
do.
If you're going to monitor your kids' profile, again, as a recruiter, got no problem with it. We all do it as kids. We want to make sure we posting the right stuff. But if your kid gets an offer, or if he gets an interest, or anything like that positive happens with the kids, parents, I'm begging you on national YouTube, can you please stop tagging the hood? We don't need 100 people tagged in a post after your son gets an offer or your son has a big game. Like, that does nothing but hurt the kid. I'll give you one example. I'll let Coach O speak. There was a kid. I think he picked up an offer. I think he picked up a Tuskegee offer, and he starts tagging the school, which is okay. Recruiting site like a 24/7. He tagged his 7. He was a receiver. He tagged his 7-on-7 group, which is cool. But then you go down the line, and I'm tagged. Coach Smith is tagged. His father's tagged. This person's tagged. And then got the nerve to tag another coach from a different program. No coach wants to see that. Like, that hurts you. You got to see. Why are you tagging the coach from Kent State? Why are you tagging the coach from Central Florida? Like, that's hurting you. Like, again, I got no problem if you want to monitor your kid's account. But can you please stop tagging 100,000 people on that post? Keep it to a minimum 4 to 5. I'll even allow 9 people on it. The people that helped you, an exposure page that gave you that exposure leading to it, maybe your 7-on-7 group, 5v5 group, your high school, and the man up above, most importantly. Like, no coach wants to look at a post and see 100 people. Please stop doing it. Because we know it's you. We know it's the parents, not the kids.
No, I agree with that. And it does more harm than good, especially if you tag a coach from another school. It's like you're throwing it in their face. Coach O, what do you think about this? Because social media.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like both of the gentlemen said, the Twitters, stating what school you attend, your huddle, so on and so forth. Just to follow up on what both of them said, and the last thing is, these schools had departments for individuals just to go look at your social media.
They do now.
You have 2 and 3 social media pages, they're gonna go find it. Yeah. So just like Coach Ant was saying, it's sufficient just to have one page. Yeah. If you have this other page, they're gonna find it that this one page look all good and stuff and personality, showing your football, and then the next page you on there with middle fingers. It's bananas.
Yeah, that's what they do.
So I don't know why these individuals do that. And I tell all my guys, hey, don't have these spam pages and all this other stuff, because these departments, they got these departments just for that. They're gonna find it.
And so
it's gonna burn these spam pages. If you got these spam pages, they better look just like your first page or your second page. They look the same.
One other thing, Cully, to that, parents, make sure that every parent should monitor their kids' page, as far as make sure they have all of their credentials up there, because a lot of pages don't have all of their credentials on there. Like some guys will just have where they go to school and their height, and that's it. Like you need height, weight, your GPA,
everything.
Put all of those credentials up there, because we're going through a process right now where we're recruiting guys, and I have a list in a lot of the kids, and this is why I'm bringing it up, because a lot of the kids don't have a lot of the credentials filled in. They don't have, a lot of guys don't have their height and weight. A lot of guys don't have where they went to school at. Just simple stuff like that. So parents, just make sure that your child has all of their credentials up on every social media page.
Jordan, this comes from Alex Crispino, I believe. He wants to know, because I know some of the rules have changed. What do kids have to take the SAT and the ACT, or the ACT, and would you encourage them to do so? Because I know some schools don't require it anymore, but he's curious if that's something that they should take part in.
You can take it, but it's not a requirement.
You can take it just to say anywhere, right?
Yeah, it's not anywhere. They threw that rule out 2 or 3 years ago.
You
didn't have the ACT or the SAT. Now, if you want to take it to say you did it, you got a family member, you want to get a higher score, then that's fine. But all out of these colleges, what they're doing now, because of these new rules, because of kids going in the portal and just getting straight GPAs and all this other stuff, because back in the day, 10, 12 years ago, you could have a 2.2, 2.4, and you get a 1,200, 1,300 on the SAT, or you get like a 22, 24 on the ACT, and you walking right through the door. Right now, these days, all you need is a GPA, and the minimum requirement for that GPA for certain schools may be a 2.5 to a 3.0, or if you're trying to go to a Duke, or you're trying to go to a damn Vanderbilt or Florida, one of them, the Stanford, 3.5. So we take the SAT and the ACT, but it's no longer a requirement.
So do you know, like, even the Ivy League schools, are they not requiring it anymore? Because they used to require a shit ton, SAT-2 exams, all this crap. So you can apply to an Ivy League school with just a straight GPA and be fine.
The Ivy Leagues, Cully, they just have a higher GPA, like Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's all it is.
The Dukes and all of those, they just start out at 3.8s and shit like that, 3.5s.
That's what I figured. Okay.
You're talking about like a Princeton, Harvard.
The Princeton and Harvard,
They don't require it anymore, is what they're saying.
No school requires it. Now, in a questionnaire, they may have it on there, like, what was your core and everything, but It's not like one of those things that they'll look at. Oh, we don't want.
Can I just speak to that? Because
this is. I mean, people have been asking about it, so
us four
understand.
Us four on the screen have parents, and this is where there's no excuse now as far as GPA. Us four on the screen had to go to your point, Jordan, what you made earlier. If you had a 3-1 or something like that, a 3-0, and you score bad on the test, that could prevent you from getting a scholarship.
Yeah, it could.
Now they don't have to go. Yeah, they don't have that pressure of taking that SAT and ACT. So, dog, that they just lifted so much weight off of the players' shoulders with that move. Like, parents, you should definitely be on your kids about having that GPA up, man.
The GPA
now, with them taking those tests out to where your child shouldn't be getting in school.
Right. It's all a process. It's all a process of elimination now. You know, they took out the SAT, but they're saying the GPA's got to be higher. You know,
right?
Certain schools. You know, because all this money that's involved now. So everything in the transfer portal. So
because Coach when we were coming out,
there's no reason why you shouldn't know the information. Just look it up.
It was a 2.5. The GPA was what, 2.5, right? When we were coming out.
To qualify,
to qualify, with the GPA, with the SAT and the ACT, all you had to do was have a 2.5. So now that, like you just said, Coach they didn't took that out and bumped that up to a 3.0 now. So you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're lower than a 3.0, then your chances of being offered are less.
Of going P5, G5, that's off the table. Now you go D2 with a 2.5, 2.6. You can go lower level, but with all these kids saying they want to go D1, well, if your GPA don't look like a 30 or 40, and it's a 2.25 or a 13, you might as well go JUCO.
So Coach O, I'll ask you this. This comes from, it's got to be a mother, Latanya Anderson. She wants to know, apparently her son has transferred twice, and with credits not always transferring, is this going to affect graduation? Or will the school allow kids to stay an extra semester to graduate if they use up their eligibility and don't graduate because credits don't transfer?
Are we talking about high school or college?
College.
Okay, so that's a good question. Like far as because every school differs. Like like you said, some credits gonna transfer over, some are not.
Right.
Now what they have to do is try to find out which is the closest to that class that's relatable to that institution's class. So it might be in English, they might call it language arts.
Exactly. Yes.
Right. So that counselor has to try to put together those credits and see which ones match with what. So but honestly, like I said, it depends. It all depends.
Every
transcript.
Every program differs, but I know most of them have a program to where if you don't finish, you can come back and finish, because what that does is every school, the higher your GPA and the higher your graduation rate, the more money you get. So
that's true.
It's good, and it benefits the school for the guys to graduate. So they actually push for guys to graduate.
Right.
So they're not gonna kick them out. They're not gonna kick he or she out. I'm gonna say he or she.
No, they'll let them finish. They'll find a way to.
Right.
Now it just comes back to all of that technical stuff as far as different schools having funding for guys to come back in. You may have to pay a small portion, maybe half the tuition to finish out school. So, it's just relevant to the program and what they got going on.
And Coach Jordan, I would think also with, so many schools having summer programs, so many schools now have like these winter intercession programs where you can take class. If you are behind, you should be able to catch up if you do that, right?
No, for sure. 100%, especially in the summer. Because especially when you're trying to graduate or you're trying to transfer, do whatever you're trying to do, if you know you're down 2 or 3 classes, then you might want to take that part seriously, especially in the summer. Because you ain't got nothing else to do in the summer. So
there's 2, because I did it my whole 4 years. I went to summer school my whole 4 years. And because
I did too.
Because I wanted to finish, they have what's called a Maymester. So you can go to summer school and Maymester to get extra credits and more credits to finish.
Yeah. No, I always did it too, just because I would want to take a lighter class load during the season.
Right.
So that was another reason. But yeah, they were concerned about that. Tool Time wants to know, Coach Jordan, we'll start with you. My son has received several offers. He tried to commit last week to a program and was told that his offer was no longer valid. And they're concerned about this because, they have received multiple offers. And, you talked about this before. If you're offered a verbal, it's not binding. And even if you commit and you wait too long, you could lose that spot. So they're kind of asking, from here, should they try to commit to the other programs? And for, I guess, anyone's sake, when would be a good time to make a decision? Because it seems like kids are being offered earlier and earlier. Does that mean they need to make a decision early, or risk losing that spot?
Well, the first thing I would ask is, did she put who the kid is and what grade the kid is?
It's a senior. It's a senior. Yes.
He's a senior. Okay. So the kid tried to commit. He called the school. They didn't, and they said it wasn't there. That means that offer was never committable from the jump. And some of these schools are starting to go younger and younger because of what they're getting in the portal. Hell, there's more schools that's going back to junior college kids than anything. So these days, freshmen and sophomores are getting so much of these non-committable verbal offers that it hurts the seniors, because you got seniors out here that's killing it, and they're getting offers just because they had a 5-sack game or they've had a 2-pick game and everything like that. So one, let me say I feel sorry for that kid. If you're a senior right now and we're in October, you need to try to go ahead and commit right then and there. Because
it's not the same thing where
it's not the same, especially now. So if he's got several offers and the first school wasn't a good look, go call the next school, with everyone that's messing with him, that's calling him, checking in on him, go from there.
Right.
And see what's going on. But the first question you have to ask,
that's crazy,
always when you make that call, is his offer committable? If my son wants to commit,
you have to actually ask that.
Can he commit right now?
Committable. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and if they say then go ahead and commit. Don't feel bad about it. Don't, oh my God, this is the end of the world, because he's got several more offers. We've seen that happen. Every coach on here that had a kid, then had that happen to him, and we felt bad. And they look at us like, well, what do you want us to do? I thought we was good. Coaches change their mind all the time. Coaches will change their mind the day before signing day, just because they feel like you was playing games. So I wouldn't commit early. I would commit when I'm ready, when I've taken my visits, when I know I'm locked into a school, when I know this school has my major, it's not too far from the family, but even if it is too far from the family, it's a good fit. I would commit junior year, senior year, but for this young man, I would commit tomorrow if I could.
Yeah, because they're kind of
make sure we're solidified. Because not to be long-winded, but it's kids getting injured, it's kids doing this, it's kids trying to reclass up and down.
Yeah,
so you want to take care of yourself than anything. And again, first question you better ask is this offer committable? Because you don't want that to happen 2 times in a row.
So you got to make sure to know that. Is this offer committable? Go ahead, Coach Smith.
These relationships are like girlfriends, right?
Yep.
So you have, when you're going out, you're searching for the girls, you're peeping out the scene and checking them all out, and there's going to be those pretty girls that everyone likes, that everyone wants to be with, and then there's the girl she's a little bit less pretty. Her smile isn't as pretty. She may have her butt may be a little smaller, or she may be a little bit more undersized or whatever, but she's the one that likes you
the most.
She's the one that adores you. She's the one that when she sees you, her eyes get all big and they light up and she's smiling from cheek to cheek, right? So a lot of kids they don't understand that part of the recruiting, right? There are schools who, when they see you, they light up. They're going, but then, okay, but you're chasing that girl who everybody else wants, who she knows she's bad. She knows she looks good.
She got it going
on, right? But then she treats you like shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When you get there. So that's what happens to a lot of these relationships with the schools and the guys. They don't realize the school that wanted you, the ones who, and this is another thing, fellas, you'll know the ones that really want you because they'll be calling a couple times a week. They'll be coming to see you every week. You know what I mean? Sending a representative, it may be different, but that's when you'll know how serious schools are. When you get to schools that are sending people either weekly or bi-weekly or calling you every other week or weekly, those are the schools that you want to take the most interest in, because all of the other schools are just fillers. They'll throw their rod out there to see if they can catch you. But if you're a good enough player to where, okay, we want you or we'll take you, but if we can get this guy, then but if we can't get this guy, then you're good enough to where we can take you. So that's what happens. Guys end up waiting, trying to go after those bigger schools. And by the time, you come back around, the time they moved on, a couple guys then accepted those offers, and now you don't have one.
Exactly. And I think that's what happened here. Coach O, what would you say to this? Because it's happened a few times where kids have tried to commit, and maybe it's a little late, and they end up losing the offer and not knowing about it, which is also odd to me. Like, I would think they would tell you if they pulled the offer, but when you go to commit and then they say, your offer's gone. So it seems like a tricky situation.
Yeah, it is a bit tricky situation because, just like Coach Ant was saying, it's all about relationship with these coaches, and they don't have to tell you anything, like I said, because the transfer portal has changed the dynamics of recruitment, and we don't know, like right now, these coaches are still recruiting all the way until December. Yeah, they're still recruiting. Yep. They're still recruiting until December because they don't know who's going to leave. They don't know if somebody's going to get injured. I hear this every day. And so these young individuals, the juniors, that have these hopefully committable offers. I mean, those committable offers can still change. They can still change. Depending, it's all about the team needs. So I was just talking to one individual. He just got an offer from Memphis at one of the local schools down here, and he fits it. He fits it. He's going to be getting a couple more offers as well, but Now I was telling him, hey, let's see how the relationship go in these next couple weeks. You need to go ahead and commit right now and lock it in.
Don't waste time. Lock it in.
We're not going. No, you can't waste time. Like I said, this transfer portal has changed up things tremendously.
Because you're risking it big, right? By doing that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But like I say, those other ways, everybody dreams to play D1. There's other pathways to get there. You might have to go Division 2. You might have to go Division 3. I like it's a school here.
Exactly.
Man,
yes.
So it's a school here in West Palm Beach called Kaiser University, right? NAIA. I've seen individuals within these last couple of years transfer from NAIA straight to Division 1. The D2s don't want to play the damn team. They're that good. So it's all about you as an individual, what you put in, and you'll be seen. And also, whoever you with, Trench Mob, myself, we're gonna always try to help you out. But it's all about the character, right? So if you're a dickhead athlete, not gonna help you out. You're not trusting in the process, we're not gonna help you out. You have to trust in the process and know that we're not gonna lead you down the wrong path. You understand? So to answer that question, back to the original question, if you got a committable offer, lock it in and go where you need to go. And if you plan on moving, hopefully you don't have to. But
you have that option. Yeah.
Right? Let's do what we need to do.
And would you recommend obviously working with a Trench Mob or working with someone like yourself, having someone that's experienced in recruiting to kind of navigate that? Because a lot of parents are naive to the process. Even a lot of high school coaches are naive to the process. Yeah, that's what I thought. So don't try to do it alone.
No, don't try to do it alone unless you just got those type of relationships. It's some coaches that don't need it. But I'm being honest with you. How I feel, I just feel there's too many schools out here for everybody not to get to one.
I agree with that.
So sometimes these coaches, I don't coach at no high school, but sometimes these coaches feel like I know everything, and
they do.
That one kid slipped through the crack, and then next thing you see him on 30 for 30. Man, my high school coach didn't help me, but Coach from Stars helped me out. The coach from Trenchmont helped me out. Look where I'm at now. You see it all the time.
You're right. All right, I will put on our first player here. We have Grant Pearch from Dunwoody High School in Dunwoody, Georgia. Can you tell me where this is, Coach Jordan?
So Grant Pearch is one of those kids that reached out the last couple weeks trying to get some exposure. It's a nice 5A program in DeKalb County. They play 5A ball. They play some of the best. They play Maris. They play St. Pius. They may play a Blessed Trinity here and there. I saw the kids film. He played both sides of the ball. Very athletic. Got a nice little punch. Dunwoody has produced a lot of kids to go to the next level. They had a guy, I think, went to Auburn a few years back, and they're known for having some talent. I think this kid can be the next big thing. 6'5", 260. You look at his film, he looks like he's 275. And once he gets to 275, 280, he's going to be a dude. Like, say, class of 27. We'd love to have him on the road.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. So you're still talking with him, trying to get him on the road with you guys this spring.
Trying to get him on the road, recruit EGA, got an All-American game coming up, maybe get him, just communicate, talking business.
Well, that's how you start a film. Jeez.
That's definitely how you start.
That's what you say. Remember, guys, we will help you put your films together.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, I would just say don't just watch the extra.
Yeah.
It can cost you in a big game.
They will.
You're right. You got to be careful. Right. Coach Jordan, I do like the way he bends. I like the way he strikes.
Yeah, a lot of run blocks, a lot of down blocks. The way they run their offense, but he does a good job with his punch. He does a good job staying flat. Good knee bend, good hands. I love his stance.
I do love his stance. He's got good hips. He can bend.
Very athletic. Can climb up to the double team. Jeez. I don't like the position block part. I would rather you run out on outside zone, get that inside hand out, and try to stop the initial rush because he can reach that outside shoulder, no problem.
But I think that's coaching more than anything. I think if you get 100%. Him coached up, he can do it.
100%. And right here in pass pro, got to stay up. He's got good hands. Got to pick those hands up. Keep the chest high. It's kind of lounging a little bit. If you go back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. They're right real low.
He does a good job not bailing, but he has to come up just a little bit.
Absolutely. I saw that perfectly. He's got his hands low. I see what you're saying on the down blocks. I mean, he caves the whole side down.
100%. Now, this is better,
That's great on the spin move. Yep, I like that.
They stay neutral. Does a good job.
Good. He's good with his hands when he gets in there. He's good hand fighting.
100%. I just need him to pick that chest up just a little bit more.
Yeah, get your chest broad. Yep, 100%. Wow, he's definitely a somebody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, you got to get him on the road with you guys. I mean, that'll make all the difference in the world with the technique, with getting that squared away. It's just a couple things he has to work on. Coach O, what did you finish? Yeah, I mean, he finishes. Coach O,
he's a finisher. He's a mauler. I would like to see more in the pass pro department with his film.
Yeah, they didn't show a lot
because that's what coaches are going to ask. I think he's a G5, D1, AA type of player. I don't think he's a D2 type of guy. He's definitely got that D1 size. But if you're watching, you got to put more pass pros in your film. We can. Right. Yes, coaches want maulers. Don't get me wrong. Coach O can attest to this. Yes, they want maulers, but they also want to see you being athletic. We saw you in the spring game. Saw you big chest up, you got to pick the chest up a little bit, but we got to see some more pass pros. We see that, you're in good shape.
Coach O?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way, a little bit more pass pro. He definitely got some good bend. I mean, he's definitely showing that he's a mauler, but like the coaches want to see him being versatile because, hey, this is a passing league, touchdowns, they want to see touchdowns, if you can't pass protect, you're gonna be in some trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I agree.
The coaches definitely want to see that more. I had to talk to a gentleman about that the other day, about his film. Telling him he need to put more pass pro in there because he's just showing. I like to tell my guys, hey, take you guys to the bleachers. Take them to the bleachers. But like I said, you gotta have a pass pro in there in the beginning, and you can throw some mauling in there as well, so you show that you're athletic. That you can move your feet in all instances.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I think that too. I think especially on these films, you have to show that you can execute every block that you're going to be asked to execute at the college level. Zone blocking, down blocking, pass blocking, getting out on screen, all that different stuff. The more you can show, the better it will be for you. That you can show you're capable of executing those blocks. So this is Kaden Solecki from Rocky Mountain High in Meriden, Idaho. Love it already.
Another kid, on film, he plays a little guard, plays a little tackle, does some good stuff. Another mauler, very good hands, finishes people. I think same way I felt about the first kid. I think he's a great kid. The film gonna speak for itself. You're gonna see 6'3", 270, and then you look at the competition and you say, well, this is Idaho. So
exactly.
You gotta dominate. And he does a great job dominating competition.
Yeah, and he's another class of 27, which is good. He's got some time. And let's see. Oh, Jesus. He gets off the ball. He gets off the ball fast. I'd like to see his hand placement a little bit better, but geez.
Agreed.
I mean, he's finishing.
Yeah, oh my God.
So he snaps too. Jeez.
Yeah, I would like to see some center. I think he has a goal at center.
Yeah, I think. Gee,
good job on the other team.
I think he's a good snatch right there. I think if he plays center, that's going to be a big help to him. Jeez.
Relentless attack. Does a good job on the
eyes right there. Yeah.
Steps to the right, goes the other way. Eyeing his linebacker. Great
exactly.
Feet, great feet. Mm-hmm. Tracks him and just finishes him. Does a great job.
Leave your nuts on his head.
Your nuts.
Absolutely. You gotta do that.
And the beauty of him, he's not stalemated. He's making contact and he's going.
No.
Most guys, they stalemate. That was my problem in college. I was a stalemater until you can move down the field. He puts hands on people and he's going.
Yeah, I mean he's just abusing these kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the job done.
Yeah, he's gotta get on the road with you guys.
What's this?
You guys said this. Like the better competition, the more competition you can face, the better.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
But see, look, we are a minute 37.
What's his Instagram?
What's his Instagram? Hey man, hey, Coach. Oh, I see what you're doing. Hey man. No.
His information. His information is in the.
But now, hey, a minute in, I ain't seen one pass pro rep yet.
No, I was going to say the same thing.
I don't know if it. I don't know if
right,
it's
not one
competition or if he's actually master, because he didn't got we didn't seen at least 7 damn pancakes. Like
everyone's gone to the ground.
He is killing dudes. I say it's both. I think it's both.
He getting up. Well, he like if you see him, like when he getting up under him, like he's dumping them every time.
Yeah,
so it's like
he's finishing dudes. Like
he's
doing what me and Coach O teach. Like that's what we're looking.
That's a good job on the snatch right there.
He didn't find niche to where he didn't.
He took a bad step there, but
he's comfortable. He's very comfortable. Just gotta see more pass pro. We get it. You're a mauler. You're a run stopper. You're good in double teams. You got great feet. Gotta see some pass pro. We just said it with the first kid. Good slide protection right there.
Yeah. Cool. He dropped right down.
That's good. That's the pass pro. We got to see it.
I really like his footwork. He keeps his base. He takes the right steps. Mm-hmm. This is good, showing him pulling. That's what you want to see, that the kid can pull. But Jesus, but I agree with you. Now that's my only complaint. I would if I'm nitpicking. With his stance, I don't like this.
So I'm gonna tell you, right? Like this gentleman here, it just this is how the 5v5 is gonna help him.
Right, correct. Yes,
it's gonna help him. Because like I say, we see him dominate. He dominated, and but once he comes, to the 5v5 and he's going against other gentlemen. These guys from all over, and he shows some. He showed what he's doing. Right, if he's showing this same type of attitude in the pass plays, when we're doing pass setting, and being a dog out there, he's gonna be all right.
He's gonna be straight
because he's gonna go get some of the top talent around the nation once he comes on.
Coach Jordan, my only concern with him is
the best.
Do you think he's a legit 6'3"?
I think he is. He looks like it. But then you look at the other film, everybody looks like they 5'8", 5'9". You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
not his fault. We don't hear much about Idaho football that much, so it's a good job that we gave him some love. But like we tell everybody you got to dominate the competition, and he's doing a great job.
He can't control who he's playing against. Yes,
he can't control that. But like to Coach O's point, if you get on the road and you go to a tournament in Florida, you see the best in Florida. And you go to a tournament in Georgia, you go to a tournament in Ohio, like that's gonna bring it out of you. If you say you the man and you run Idaho and you want to put Idaho on the map, that's how you do it. The film is great. Like, the film is, if this was 10, 12 years ago, he's going to Georgia. He's going to UConn. Yeah. He's going to Syracuse. No issues. But in today's world, like to Coach O's point, you got to show the pass pros. You got to show you can kick slide. You got to show you can post out. You got to show you can open up. Now, we see you pull and you're athletic. That's great. But we got to see the kick the post. We got to see what we got to work on. And if he comes down, whether he's with Stars or with us, preferably us, we'll get him right. We're gonna do our job. And
it's an investment to be with a 5v5 group, because the ratio of kids that you work with to kids who end up playing college football or getting scholarships is tremendous. And a kid like this, just being from Idaho, just because it's not the best competition, he's going to have the opportunity to play against the best. So I think for sure he should invest in that.
So two things happen in these competitions, Cully, right? You get better, or you get broken.
And you get pushed. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
you separate the men from the boys.
And they're beneficial in both ways, because you're going to get better either way. But if you get broken, what that does is, because to Coach O's point, now when you get into these tournaments, now we all seen he's a mauler. Now when we get to the pass pro set, like Coach said, we want to see if he has that same confidence in pass pro as you do in rush, because a lot of guys get broken because they're rush guys, and when they get past, you get your ass embarrassed a few times, and the crowd going crazy, a couple oohs and ahs, your damn confidence start going down.
Exactly.
The guys in the competition, they be broken, but then at the same time, what happening in that broken process is, as a player, you get to take a look in the mirror and be like, hey, I ain't as good as I thought I was. I get to go back in the lab and get better. So
exactly,
it's a beneficial thing whether you get broken or better at the end of the day. So you're going to get better either way.
Like that, broken or better. Because that was my concern with, trying to – I want to start 5v5
like we tell all our guys.
Go ahead, Coach. You go ahead, Coach O.
Oh, I apologize. Like we tell all our guys, hey, you okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Okay.
You got to forget about that last play.
Short memory.
I think mine's running kind of slow.
Oh no, we can hear you. Yeah, you short memory.
And I'm just gonna give you I'm gonna give you a quick story.
Yeah,
I see shaking your head, but I don't know if I'm caught up to speed right now.
You're good, Coach.
You're good. You just
I'm freezing.
That's all. You good? It's happening.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. All right. So quick story. I had a gentleman come down named Dalton DeBoer. Dalton is 6'7", legit 6'7". Came down to the Atlanta 5v5, right? He's on my team. But prior to him coming, he came down to Miami to come train with me maybe about 5 or 6 times. Because I want to make sure, first of all, he was legit height. Want to see how he moved, so on and so forth. And the same thing, like we saw this gentleman in Idaho, he was just doing a lot of run blocking. He wasn't doing a lot of pass blocking. So we worked on a lot of that pass setting. To make a long story short, right? He's class of 26. He didn't really have no offers. I helped him out. He went against some of the best guys at the tournament. He's a commit to Wake Forest right now.
That's amazing. But that is why I believe 5v5 is so important, because these kids are working on techniques that if your high school's running a wing tee or whatever, you're not pass blocking. You don't know the technique. You don't know how to set. You don't know how to punch. You don't know how to stop a bull rush like Coach Jordan teaches. So it's very, very important and viable, it makes a difference. Coach Jordan, Edwin Brooks would like to know, how many 5v5 tournaments are there that the Trench Mob attends in the spring?
So we just dropped our schedule for the coalition, and we'll be
at 8.
Okay. So we'll be at 8. But as far as like once you get started, you may go to maybe 3. You may go to maybe 4. Because we are going to California.
On the road.
Visit Coach O in Florida a couple times. Coach O is going to come visit us in Georgia. You know, we may hit North Carolina. So we get it if you can't come because of a drive or anything like that. But if it's in close range or you have something in your area, you may be about 2 or 3 tournaments in. But if you join a group like a Stars, a Trench Mob, a 210, you're going to go to about 6 or 7 legit 5v5 tournaments, and you're going to get, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 30 to 40 reps. Hell, I remember when we went to Ohio, I don't think Coach O and Stars was there. Dog, Coach Ann, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Ann, we was in Ohio, we was out that thing doing 60 reps before we even got to the championship. And
wow.
Yeah, so if you join a group, you're going to go to about 5 or 7.
Now, the other question is, because I know you have a lot of kids, are all the kids eligible to come on the road, or do you like pick a team like in college who's dressing for road games?
No, Cully, no. Everybody is not.
No.
Everybody is not eligible.
Okay, that's what he was asking. Yeah.
Young dudes to juniors. Now, our coalition, we allow 1 or 2 seniors, but you better not have 1 offer. Even
before that, like you have to be able to, even if you're in a program, you just don't get to be in a program and travel with us. You have to.
Right.
There's a certain amount of guys that we pick. Sometimes we take 2 teams depending on how many guys we got and can travel to that certain city, but. You know, normally we may travel 15 guys or something.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's true.
It'll be three rounds or 3 deep that'll go to the tournament and get reps again. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. That was kind of what they were asking.
Well, if you're not ready, because what happens is we had one of our guys last year who was he's a ranked sophomore. And has offers already, and he went up against another kid who was the top DN in the country, and in his rep, the first rep that he took, he ended up breaking his wrist. So we're not going to send guys out there who are not ready, because
they're not ready.
The probability of you getting hurt is
you don't want that.
Heighten your chances even more. So we definitely have a protocol to where we make sure the guys are game ready and won't hurt themselves and possibly their career.
Absolutely. Okay, so roughly 15 will travel, and you'll get 3 rounds, but you still train as many kids as you can, and then obviously, because I know there's younger kids that get reps as well. There's youth.
If we see fit, Cully, that we can take 2 teams, then we'll take 2 teams. But
okay.
Yeah, but if we see fit that we only got, hey man, we ain't got enough guys who can travel this week who are dogs, then we'll just take 1 team.
Wow, and they take all the reps.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is
now there's going to be some renegade guys, but mostly for us, it'll be whatever. What Coach Julius, like Coach Ant said, maybe 1 group. Yep.
So let me ask you this, because we're talking about creating a 5v5 team here in New York, and the partner I work with is Dave Schumann. He has several 7-on-7 teams, 7-on-7 clubs, travel clubs, and he wants to do 5v5 as well. If he puts together 5 events, is that something that if it's scheduled properly that you guys would consider coming up to? Because I know you come to Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Well,
because I was just curious.
We already have the schedule already put together right now. Not to say that nothing can't change.
Right. You do. Okay.
Yeah.
Not to say nothing can't change, but we already got the schedule put out.
Right. But you already have your schedule planned right now for the 2026 season, the tournaments you're going to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but come 2027, Cully, but like O said, if it's planned out right and the coalition will agree to everything, and we want to add, New York this year, then we can do that. But for next year, absolutely.
I got you. Okay.
We just get the dates and make sure everything's lined up, and yep.
All right. So we are putting on Jeremiah J.
Get you guys together. Oh, my bad.
No, yeah, we're definitely going to do it. And we just we're going to meet with Julius and talk about the coalition and see how you guys put it together structurally. And we're working on getting a facility because in New York, obviously, we need, we want to start early and have an indoor facility, and then we have a high school to work at after that. Because you guys can typically go outside, right, all year round because of the weather. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Okay, so is this yours as well, Coach Jordan, or was this Julius's?
I think that's Julius's guy.
Okay, this is all right. This is JT. Yeah, he told me about this kid. He said he was just tearing it up. He's a freshman, I believe, class of 29. He's an edge. Now, I always see this. I apologize. What does this mean? If I click back to it. When it says CO.
Class of.
Oh. Yeah. I apologize. I am a dumbass. I apologize.
Damn it,
I always see that and I wonder, what is he, a center? I was like, CO. Okay, so it means class of. All right.
Center offensive guard.
Cully's a dumbass. There we go. Jeez. Oh my God, with the inside spin. And he comes out of a 3 too. I didn't see where this is, what state this is. I got to check that.
But this is Georgia. This is Georgia.
All right, just tell me, is it a big program?
Big program. There was a school that me and Julius would go after. They're in the DeKalb area. They played teams like Dunwoody, and this is Lithonia that they're playing.
They play Hakeem Kashama's team?
I don't think they did. I don't think they did.
Okay.
They might have. But no, Tucker is one of those programs that at one point was up there with the Graysons and all them, one of those top-ranked teams. They keep a great team. Multiple guys go to the league, multiple guys go to college.
Right.
All that good stuff. They play freshmen, as you can see. I think they play 5A ball. For a freshman to come out here and do this is impressive. No, this is big.
Jesus.
He played that.
Now, I don't know if you guys may not know. Has he been offered by anyone yet?
Not that I know of. I know he's followed me on Twitter trying to get some more exposure. So this would be a good time for us to look and do some film. And, after today, I expect him to have a couple. The film looks good.
Jesus. And so this is a guy that you would absolutely bring to the Trench Mob and work with.
100%.
And he hasn't worked with anyone. Wow.
I think he's probably been with Julius a couple times, but I would love to have him out.
Yes.
I would love to have him out to practice, see what he can do.
Absolutely. I mean, he's knocking guys back twice his size, which is for a kid, a class of 29. Jesus, really good with his hands, really good speed off the edge. My God, that guy didn't even have a chance. But he probably shouldn't have put that on there.
Right.
Right. But I'm glad it's last, though. I'm glad it's at the end.
Exactly.
He definitely got a motor. Definitely works his hands. Definitely plays the run really good.
He gets off blocks really good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gets off blocks very well. So
he's an outstanding pass rusher.
If he ain't got no offers, he's going to have some soon. I can guarantee you.
That's a good young bull right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good young bull right there.
So
he coming down here.
I apologize again. LaTanya has asked several questions. She wants to know if you were to take her son on the road for a tournament, what is the cost for a tournament fee, and do the parents come and travel with you?
Yes. So okay. I don't know how Coach O does it, but for us, it all depends on where we go. So if we go to Florida, most of the costs probably be the lowest. It'll probably be like $400 if he wants to travel with us. That includes the hotel, the food, and snacks,
so you cover everything
and all that good stuff. Now the parent can travel. We've had plenty of parents come in and travel and pitch in as they come and go. You know, because a lot of kids want to support their babies. They want their kids to get hurt and everything like that. So, yeah, they want to come. That price may go a little down, maybe to about $250, $200, depending on, the hotel and the circumstance and everything. But no, 100%. The lowest it'll probably be if he rides with us, it'll probably be maybe $300-$400.
So if you take 15 kids, do you typically drive them 3 carloads of kids, or how does that work? Do you rent a van? I was just curious. She was just curious, and I'm curious.
For us, we'll get a coach's van, and then we'll get a player's van, and we'll have one of the coaches or one of the team parents come in. They'll drive. We'll stay behind each other, try to stay as close as possible, and then we'll stop at gas. We'll go all the visits together. Wherever we go.
That's what she was asking too, because I know you had mentioned it before. When you go somewhere, you typically will take the kids on a college tour, correct?
Yep, we'll go to certain colleges, whether it's D1, D2. Absolutely. So we'll go there and make it happen. The parents are welcome to come and enjoy themselves like the kids. So yeah.
Here's an example, Cully. Like when we go to North Carolina, right? We'll hit NC State, we'll hit Duke, we'll hit North Carolina,
Charlotte.
NC Charlotte.
Oh my God, really?
Yep. And then the parents, the parents they'll be right there, and they get to come and take the tour and meet the coaches and walk around and do all that good stuff too. So it's an experience for them too.
That is that's a great experience. How just my curiosity, how are the coaches if you say, hey,
that's what makes us real different.
Yeah. But like if you go to, you call NC State and you say, we're the Trench Mob, we have 5v5 team, we're coming to the area for a tournament, can we come by and get a tour? They're cool with that. Everyone's good with that, and you guys have relationships now with all these coaches all over the country because of this.
Right.
So that's huge.
So like to Ant's point, so if we go to NC State, I got a friend of mine whose name is Tyler Jones. He's one of the assistant directors for recruiting for the O-line. Either me or Coach Ant will get on the phone. Hey, got a tournament coming up. Let's say on the 15th. We got my kids. We got stars. We got about 30 kids. And we want to come up, do a visit, however y'all want to do it. Y'all can show us the entire campus, or y'all can show us just the weight room and everything. Give them a feel.
Right.
If you see a kid you like, you want to offer whatever, because everybody knows just to let every parent know, just because you go on these visits doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get an offer right then and there. It may happen for a couple kids, but it ain't gonna happen for everybody. So they might see a kid off stars, or they might see a kid off the mob. Hey, come with me. Let's take a walk. And you may get a scholarship. You may get a private tour. That's just how it is. So no, every one of us are connected with different coaches. Maybe the recruit coordinator, head coach will reach out. And the biggest thing about what we do, we try to go to schools that accompany the players. So if we throw in a Charlotte, we throw in a Tuskegee, like we go to Mississippi, we'll go to a HBCU, we'll go here.
Yes.
We want these players to know, like, listen, we want you guys to go P5. We want you guys to go to the Dukes. We want you guys to go to North Carolina. But it just might not happen, and you want to go somewhere like a Charlotte, like a Georgia State, like a UT Martin, all them, so that way you can get a feel and show, like, everything ain't just about, P5 and G5. Look at all with D1 facilities. Look at these D1 AA's that got these D1 facilities. So we as a group, as a coalition, man, we do a good job going to schools that we know for sure that at least 2 kids are going to get pulled to the side and say, hey, we want to bring you back, all that good stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Everybody's not going P5. That's just the reality.
That's reality.
So we make it our point to hit those other schools so those guys can get exposed.
Coach O, I mean, you guys do something similar. Would you, like, if you're going to a tournament, do you tour schools with other 5v5 teams, or do you do it basically alone with your team?
Yeah, we do.
You do?
We do. Like, actually, sometimes we set it up for each other sometimes.
Oh,
yeah. Sometimes we set up for each other sometimes, depending, like I said, it's all about relationships.
So they'll set it up for you. You're
family.
Coming into
We're family. So
that's awesome.
we look out for each other.
Hey, Cully, the whole point.
Same thing, vice versa. But so what happened? Like,
go ahead, Coach.
Go ahead, Ant.
No. You go ahead. Go ahead.
My thing froze.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, go ahead. Say what you want to say. I think you want to go.
No, I was just gonna say the whole point of us.
So like I said, we all look out for each other.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's important. You guys all you compete, but you all try to take care of each other, because the more kids that move on, the better that it is for all of you.
It's the relationship, Cully, in a coalition, right? That we all have different. So when we're in Florida, Coach O will have more connections down there in Florida, or if we go somewhere else, we just use our resources and we go together. Like Coach Ju said, when we were backstage earlier, the power is in numbers. So, and we understand that. So versus us having 1 or 2 kids that a school may look at, we link up with the whole coalition. Now you got 30, 40, 50, 60 O-line and D-line and you can choose from. So, those coaches, they want to see that, and we understand that. So that's the power in the coalition that we understand, and we all move as one and as a unit.
All right, I'll give you another one. All right, last one, LaTanya. She wants to know if college coaches. Quick. Yes, Coach O, go ahead.
I apologize. So far as touring with myself, though, we fly. I know they fly too. We fly or we drive, depending on the situation. So let's say, UCF and FAU and University of Florida want to see us. Instead of us flying, we'll drive up so we can stop at those schools and route up to Georgia.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Right. So en route, we'll stop at certain schools that want to see certain guys, and then the other guys they haven't seen before, they'll be like, "Oh, who's this damn kid? Who's this class of 29 kid? Like this kid, it's all about them getting that exposure. That's what it's all about. them putting eyes on these individuals that nobody knew about. Like just like this kid from Idaho, he come to the coalition. You know, he went trench mob, and these guys see like, and it's a 6'3" center. And he a dog like that. You know, it's gonna open up a lot of eyes that he's not getting to Idaho.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have our tournament, but we have to go by the schools. That's
Coach Jordan, Latanya also wants to know, do college coaches attend 5v5 tournaments? Are they allowed to?
Certain D1s and D1 AA's will probably be incognito about it, depending on the time period. But most D2s, NAIAs, and JUCOs, they'll be there. I remember when we was in Florida, and I know this was all Coach O's doing. We had a few schools that was out there lurking, you know, looking around, trying to make some stuff shake. And, you know, some kids got pulled to the side, some kids didn't. I know we went to North Carolina, NC State. We went up there. I don't think no coach went, but they saw it. They saw clips. And the schools that don't come, what they do is, so we got a video guy. Coach O has a video guy.
You have a great video.
They'll say, hey, as soon as the tournament ends, send us those clips so we can put it in the system, show them what we got. I can give it to my head coach. We can make it work. That's what most of the D1s would do. Right. But you will see a D2, you'll see an NAIA, you'll see a couple JUCOs out there scoping the scene, trying to figure it out, you know, and all that good stuff. But most of the D1s that do come out there, they gotta be whatever, because we don't want nobody getting in trouble. We don't want nobody, you know, getting fired because they went to go see 100 live. So they try to be as stealth as possible.
All right. We got one more kid here. This is Julius's, his running back, Mr. Ty Cummings. He is a senior. He's 5'8", 180, and he goes to West Lawrence High in Dublin, Georgia. Mm-hmm. So he's a 3-star according to 24/7. What kind of school is this, Coach Jordan?
Public school. I think West Lawrence is 3A, if I'm not mistaken, 3A, 4A school. I know about this kid. He's a Georgia Southern commit. You know, he'll be in 5A. It kind of, you know, it's going to hold his recruit a little bit. But when you look at the film and you look at the numbers that he's putting up, like we said earlier, 2 games, he had 600 yards. He had 1,200 yards in 2 games. That's hard to do in any region. So the film will definitely speak for itself.
Oh, good God. Okay.
Right.
I don't think a person touched him.
And he plays a receiver, so he's pretty good. And West Lawrence has an offensive lineman. I want to shout out Michael Dasher. He's I don't know if he's watching or not. He's the right tackle. He's really good.
So Jesus. So they use this kid everywhere.
Everywhere. He's their guy.
Oh my God. Nobody touches him. I have never seen something like this where nobody lays a finger on him.
Nope.
No, I mean, obviously he's got some good blocking, but he's got vision and he's got speed. I mean, what would you, if you, I know you would just be guess. They run basically the single wing with him. What would you guess for a 40 time for him, Coach Smith?
He probably run like a high 4.4, low 4.5.
That's what I was gonna say, like a 4.53.
Mm-hmm.
So he fits in perfect.
He's running away from that.
Yeah, he's breaking away. So they use him. Wow,
all over the place. Yep, and they're a 3A program, so they play some good teams. I know this team. This is Harlem. This is a really good team. But I think this was one of those games where he had 600 yards.
Well, I can see that because he has, every carry is 30 or 40 yards or more. My God.
He getting up out of there.
and they know he's getting the ball. They put him at quarterback.
Right. Like, they know what's coming. And I'm looking at the record right now. They're 6-0, 4-0 in their region, and he's a big part, man. Georgia Southern's getting a kid. Georgia Southern's definitely getting a dude.
And your right tackle, that's a great job right there with a reach block.
Oh, yeah.
My God. So they're 6-0. Do they play? Is it 10 games?
We play 10. Yep, they play 10.
Jesus.
And the guy's name is Grady Howell, not Michael Dasher. I was thinking about somebody else. The guy's name is Grady Howell, who plays for them. He's their right tackle. So shout out to Grady.
Like, I just can't. I cannot believe. I mean, he's got such good vision. Where, I mean, he hits the hole, he turns it up, and he's out the gate. He's completely gone. So he's a Georgia Southern commit. And if he was a little bit taller, he'd be going to a bigger program. And you think he's a legit 4.5, high 4.4. Okay.
Congratulations, young man.
Yeah, geez.
Sure.
Let me get this. Okay. So someone who is in I know you've okay, so Alabama. You've had kids from Alabama that come to Trench Mob, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So someone from Alabama, if they sign up for Trench Mob, I know Sunday's your big workout day, but if they're able, like, would you take a kid who's able to get down once a week and do virtual workouts? Is that possible, or you prefer someone who's going to be able to come 2 or 3 times a week?
If they could come once a week, they could come once a week. You know, like Coach O said, he had a kid come down all the way from another state who would come every other day, and they worked out days.
Okay.
You know, if you could come 2 or 3 days a week, which would have to be in the off season, then that's cool. But if you can come on a Sunday, you can come on a Saturday, you know, during the off season, and then get ready for training, that'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Right there. And Trench Mob, you guys obviously help them put together their highlight films, right?
Okay. We can. We can. That would be something, you know.
That's what I know. Coach Suarez does that.
Tips. Definitely give them some tips on how to put it together, what to do, and all that good stuff. Yep. All
right. Well, Xavier wants your opinion. Oh, this is a little off topic. The transfer portal, basically roster turnover being, 60, 50 guys per year. It seems like it's been hit or miss for some schools where they're taking kids and they're not really getting what maybe they thought they were getting, and you're seeing the fall off. And the other question he wanted to know, basically, NIL negotiations. Looking for someone to take them on, to represent them. Are there specific agents or agencies that handle strictly college players and do NIL deals? And his question, I guess he's got someone, his son is committed somewhere, but they haven't talked money yet. And that was his concern. Is that something that's done early on, or is that something that's done when they sign the paperwork officially? Or it can depend.
To answer that question, I'll go to the transfer portal question first. It is what it is. You get what you get.
Yeah.
You wanted a kid. You wanted an offensive lineman, 6'6", 300. He didn't pan out. That you got to do the paperwork. You got to do your background check. It is what it is. Some people, it's just like high school. Kid might come in, he looked the part, but then he goes out there and he can't bust a grape. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Some schools get it right, some schools don't. You know, we're looking at, not to throw a school out there, but let's look at Colorado. You know, look at how many transfers they had, and then you look at the 3 years that's happening and all that good stuff. Not gonna get too deep in it, but it is what it is. Some people pan out, some people don't. Worry about.
Well, North Carolina too. North Carolina takes 7.
You know,
yeah.
Hey, it happens. Now, as far as NIL, yes, there are agents that are out here that only deal with colleges.
Okay.
Once you commit, well, before you commit, that needs to be, and I could be wrong, Coach Ant, but that needs to be a conversation
that has to be had before you commit.
Like, you need to get in there with your coach and say, hey, listen, what is he going to get? What's going to be the number? And let's get it all together. You don't want to wait down the road and then, like, to Coach Ant's point that he says every week, you know, everyone is a 1-year deal. You know, you don't want to always sign that 1-year deal. You want to get the best deal possible. So even if he's committed, you need to go back to your head coach or whoever you're talking to that handles it with the agent and say, hey, listen, let's make sure this is the right number. Let's make sure we're not getting, let's make sure we're not getting blackballed. Let's make sure we're getting every dime that needs to happen right before you commit. Even if you're not one of those guys that's money hungry, let's make sure you're getting make sure you're getting your money and everything straight.
I think they were just naive to the process, and they just kind of felt awkward bringing it up themselves. And you would advise anyone get representation.
Yeah, get representation because it's a bidding war right now. It's a bidding war. It really is. And parents, you don't have the knowledge of what the other kids are getting and what they're being offered. There's a whole database that agents get access to with all of the numbers and all of that stuff in it.
They do.
Yeah. So that helps them out in their process as far as negotiations and schools and all of that stuff. It helps them out too, because now it just shows the leverage of all of the players, and just business wise, it gives it that structure of where everything goes from here, up or down, so it's definitely a conversation to be had beforehand, because if South Carolina is offering me $400,000 and Florida is offering me $800,000,
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you answering the questions. I apologize for not getting to all of them. But people are very happy because there is a lot of confusion out there about the landscape of college football, and the rules are always changing. So the people are very grateful and appreciative of the clarity that you've provided them. But thanks. Great show. Coach O, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you. Anytime you want to come on.
No problem. I appreciate you having me on.
The OG.
If you want to come on any other show and have kids you want to showcase, you're more than welcome to bring their film. We'll put them on.
Yeah, absolutely. I got some guys I like to bring on next time. I apologize for not being prepared. That's why I gave a shout out to some of the teams. I'm going to do that one more time, before I get off. One of the teams that a lot of people don't know about, this team called Westminster, the Christian school. They were undefeated. They just lost their first game. One of the young men, he will be on our 5v5 this year.
Good.
He has a 4.7 or something like that. But great young man. So just want to give him a shout out to Big Coop. Call him Big Coop. Our whole deal is, these young men, these diamonds in the rough that nobody don't know about, help them get that exposure and help them get somewhere. But I definitely will be more prepared next time. Have some young men that showcase the film, and even have them come on here. I actually was trying to get a kid from Miami Northwestern on here right now, but he said, "Coach, I'm still out." So get some of the guys come say hello.
They're more than welcome to.
Absolutely. And I appreciate
any kids film, if you want next week, just email to Julius and we'll put them on for sure. Coach Jordan, Coach Smith, Coach O, thank you for answering questions. Great kids, great talent, and we get in touch with the Colorado young man. He's got some skills. That defensive end from Georgia, geez, he gets after it. I mean, we got some really, really good talent on here, and that's why we are the best. And we had 40,000 views on YouTube last week, and I believe we are going to trump that this week. So I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. For Coach Jordan, Coach O, the Wide Sage, Coach Anthony Smith, I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.